You're listening to The Scrimmage with Daniel Hargrove and Justin Domashevitz.
Keep going.
That's what you get at a NASCAR race. It's just like you're just hanging out like with a bunch of people who are like yelling and intoxicated. Turn left, turn left.
But what if you're supposed to be going straight?
And then like every now and then you just hear and then you just go back to turn left, turn left. Oh, you're out. What if you're at one of the straight stretches and you yell turn left and one of the cars is just like, okay, and turns left too early? It's your fault.
Do you know anybody that's like super into NASCAR?
Shoot, I did. Tyler
I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I was gonna ask you if you knew that Tyler was like super into NASCAR.
I'm pretty sure isn't Colby like, I know Colby likes racing, but he might be Formula One. I'm not sure.
That one I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact one time I went to Tyler's house and NASCAR was on the TV. Like it's not fake. He really likes it. I just, for the most part, I assume.
You're saying that NASCAR is not fake?
No, I'm saying that most of the time,
unconfirmed,
people who are really big NASCAR fans don't actually enjoy what they're watching, but they're so committed to this like hillbilly persona. They need to like the things that people like them like, and so they watch NASCAR. Yeah.
I don't feel like Northwest hillbillies
Yeah,
are generally
that's a
NASCAR
thing.
fans.
I feel like culturally it's pretty southern.
Yeah. I think it's more of like a down south type of
Like
thing.
on Alaska.
Yeah.
Like Wakayakum.
Kayakum, there we go.
I had a friend that
South.
I worked with for a while who was from on Alaska, and that's definitely a place where people watch NASCAR.
I could see that.
Their homecoming.
They call it Ani.
His senior year, their homecoming theme was "Sweet Home on Alaska."
Sweet home on Alaska.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Where you're not actually on Alaska. The
That's
flight
true.
or the state. It's a weird
Can
name.
you be on Alaska? Like, if you're in Alaska, are you in Alaska and on Alaska simultaneously? Like, are we on Washington right now?
I think so.
We're in Washington. Are we also on Washington?
Yeah.
Andrew?
I don't know.
Depends on what you mean by on. Like, are you on drugs or in drugs?
Or are the drugs in you?
Oh, that's a good
No,
question.
I'm actually asking.
Around
I don't
drugs.
know.
I think that's going to do it for our show today. This has been a fun one.
Good one. Yep.
Not reading any of Francis's comments, and we're just
Yeah.
going to move on.
Also, wait a second.
Actually,
I just read his comment.
I'm 100% on board with one of his comments.
Well,
Okay.
the first one he says, "How about those Bears?" Which I can never tell what team Francis is a fan of.
He's an actual Bears fan, though.
How do you know?
Because that's for the entire time I've known him, it's one of the handful of teams that he's always told me he's a fan of.
Okay. Okay. And then he says, makes the Seahawks OT game look about as entertaining as a Kansas City tiebreaker. And first of all, they were both really entertaining games for vastly different reasons. The Seahawks game had bonkers bizarreness going on in it. But also Kansas City tiebreakers are super entertaining. Like, that's the thing that I don't get by it. Like,
Drake May's on TV right now?
Seahawks
Not our
owe
TV.
the Oregon Ducks a ton of copyright infringement for stealing the likeness. Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm with you on that one.
That's what I was
The
saying.
Seahawks unis are way too
those
Ducks-like.
were awful. They looked like Ducks uniforms. Even the colors, color-wise, like.
You know, yeah, the first time they released them, like half of the comments and half of the tweets were like, "Wow, it's the University of Oregon Seahawks," or "Wow, it's the Seattle Ducks out there." Yeah, and there's a ton of, UW fans who are Seahawks fans, and they were not happy.
Really? There's a lot of UW fans of the NFL football team in Seattle?
What? That's a good point.
No, I'm like,
Yeah.
they should have thought of that. That's like, I feel like that should have been a major consideration.
So Is Chase, and then Chase comes in with Drake Mays on TV right now. Does that? I'm shocked that Chase is with us right now. Maybe he's multitasking.
Well, yeah. You can watch the NFL game on mute when really all you want to do is look at Drake May.
As one does.
Wait, is he kind of like Tom Brady? Should he have just?
There is actually
he's the quarterback of
the
Patriots.
There actually is a conspiracy theory out there that he is a clone of Tom Brady.
Yeah, did you see that show yet?
Is that a conspiracy theory, or is that a fan theory?
Conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Who would be conspiring?
Them. Well, I mean, somebody had to make the clone.
Well, I'm curious about like conspiracy, like because like fan theories are like about like you come up with like explanations for reasons that like your fictional character does a thing or something.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
So
yeah,
is how much is the NFL an entertainment, and how much of it is real life? All of it is entertainment would be my argument. Yes.
You guys remember those old were they SNL skits? I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was the Eli Manning clone thing where they did the Toyota commercials. And then there was one where they had Eli Manning doing a Toyota commercial, and it's like a caveman, and he goes Toyota, and then someone on the sides is like, someone outside of it is like, man, they're really getting out of hand with these Eli Manning clones. You haven't seen that?
No, but
maybe I dreamed that.
That reminds me of the that's a messed up dream. That reminds me of the old Ken Griffey Jr. clone commercial. Do you remember that one?
No.
So it's like Griffey gets the sign from
Yes.
Griffey. And here's the pitch to Griffey, and then he Griffey with a throw down to second, he got him. And Griffey's the one also playing shortstop at second. And then the announcer's like, man, this human cloning thing's really getting out of hand. And then it goes to the stands, and the guy's like, here's your popcorn, kids. And it's Griffey who's being the concession guy with the popcorn.
Do you think Ken Griffey Jr. would have been a good shortstop? Did he have the arm?
Well, he absolutely had the arm. Did he have
was
the
a center
arm?
fielder, wasn't he?
Remember the hierarchy. The arm wouldn't have been the problem because...
Yeah. Thank you. I knew this because of Daniel's hierarchy.
Yeah.
Okay, run me through it real quick, just as far as it relates to Ken Griffey Jr.
Okay, are you a shortstop? Like, are you the best defender on the field? That's not a catcher. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, now can you just not field a ground ball, but you are fast and have a great arm? You go play center field.
I thought that your best arm in the outfield goes to right.
Your best arm, but also not as fast.
Okay.
So, like, if you're fast, but you have the best arm, we're not going to put you in right field just because you have the best arm. You're the fastest outfielder. You're going to play center field.
You also have to be able to be fast in the right direction.
Yeah.
Why did Ichiro play right instead of center?
That was always a good question.
I always thought it was because of the arm.
Well,
at first it was
a cannon.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, he played with really good defensive center fielders.
I mean, Mike Cameron was there when he got there, and
Yeah.
obviously he was really good, but he was only there for a few years.
and Franklin Gutierrez. And then I think he just kind of settled in, and they were like,
Why would
yeah.
you change it if you didn't need to?
I asked that a lot to myself after, like, when they didn't have great center fielders. It was like, man, Ichiro's your best outfielder. Why is he playing right field? But yeah, if Griffey could field ground balls, but he probably never had the opportunity because he was left-handed, and left-handed people don't play shortstop unless you grew up on Vashon Island and your name's Kai Martin.
So
I watched
actually
Luke Berger
wouldn't
play
have
shortstop
Ever
once.
played shortstop because he's left-handed?
Probably not. Yeah.
Okay.
Left-handed people play outfield, first base, pitcher, and very rarely you'll see a left-handed catcher, but it's very rare.
I forgot my glasses today, so I really can't read the comments legitimately.
Is the catcher thing just because left-handed guys are more likely going to pitch and play first
Dude,
base?
I don't know.
thought-
I
I thought it was because of throwdowns to second, and most batters are right-handed.
Oh, I hadn't thought about it. All I know is that we had every
So
now
you're
and then you would get lefties who were pitchers, and they were also catchers, like growing
Yeah.
up, because they had good arms and stuff like that.
So,
I think maybe-
Justin, you're saying on a throw to second, a right-handed catcher doesn't have to throw through a right-handed batter.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but also maybe it's just because in Little League you usually only have one catcher's mitt, and it's probably a right-handed
That
catcher's
is-
mitt.
We did have to buy one specifically for Aaron Berger when we wanted him to catch. Jack Traxel hopping in. Catchers are the supreme athletes. Yes.
I was
Obviously.
a catcher.
Yes.
I was a catcher, so
But
yes.
also sometimes they're just a really tough, chubby kid who's got a good arm.
Like in the Sandlot.
But there's also times
you
where they're
repeat
supreme
yourself.
athletes. But sometimes they can only catch. But that's rare. And they probably could play first base or third base too. So I'm not going to say they could only catch. But catchers are definitely like their own thing. And then when I did the hierarchy of, what position you play as a baseball player, I did the whole thing about shortstops and then what you can't do to play shortstop, and then you play somewhere else. And then I said catchers, I don't know why you got put there, but you're like the biggest stud on the team, and somebody gave you a catcher's mitt at one point and you were good at it, and then you just never got to leave.
Well, what was your...
Like as soon as you're a good catcher, you're just stuck there.
Well, I mean, and so,
Jack says Alejandro Kirk is the prime example.
Yes,
well,
exactly.
your thoughts here, Daniel, on like how catchers get stuck? Because when I was a kid, I ended up playing catcher because usually you have like on your team there's like a handful of guys who are sort of the best players.
Yeah.
So I wasn't usually like the best player, but I was in that group.
Right.
And then nobody else wanted to play catcher.
Right.
So I would get stuck there, and then once the coach realized, oh, he can do this, I would just end up playing there. I didn't really like it.
No,
but
most of them don't.
all the other good players on the team would be like, oh, Justin plays catcher, he knows how to play catcher, and so I would get stuck playing catcher.
Yep.
It's very similar to offensive line in that respect, isn't it? Where it's like you get put there because you have the ability to do it, and nobody really likes to do it, but the people that are good at it are the people that kind of embrace how much it sucks.
Yeah. That kind of checks out.
Yeah, I was kind of a fussy little boy, so I never really embraced it. It was something I did begrudgingly.
Fussy little boy.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit of a fuss pot.
I also quit baseball when I was 12, so.
Is it because you had to
they
play
kept making
catcher
him
all the time?
No, it's because my coach was mean and he ejected me from my last game.
Oh,
Your
that's
coach ejected you?
He suspended me from my last game, I should say. Yeah.
What did you do?
I threw a bat.
Oh,
mean.
I've been there.
Daniel's had coaches that do worse.
I tossed a bat.
Okay, I spiked my helmet into the fence my senior year of baseball, and I got yanked from the game real quick. But then changed my attitude around, and then somebody got hurt. And my coach was like, all right, but just because you changed your attitude.
So here's the thing. I think
So I
I
have
was
to go back
justified
in.
in tossing that bat because we had just played like 3 games in a row against like all the hardest pitchers. Like just guys throwing absolute gas.
Yeah.
And then we went into this game, and then all of a sudden it was this guy who was just chucking these meatballs right down the middle of the plate, and everybody on my team was just teeing off,
Yeah.
and I struck out twice.
Oh no!
And like I couldn't adjust to the
And it
speed
was
that
the
this
bat's
guy was
fault.
throwing, and it was the bat's fault.
Yeah,
so I
stupid
got
bat.
back to the dugout and I like tossed the bat to where the other bats are,
Yeah.
and then it was like dominoes, and all of the
Oh,
other
yeah.
bats fell over,
yeah.
and then my whole team was looking at me like, "What's your problem?"
And you were like, I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
And you were like, I'm terrible at batting. That's my problem.
Ouch. That kind of stung a little bit.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Coming
I
from
mean,
me,
you were
who
right. And
Also, is terrible.
Dude,
that was a rough year.
just hearing that
Hitting for
you
me.
said you were a fussy little kid, I don't
Yeah.
even know how you would describe me when I was a little kid playing
Fussy,
baseball.
probably fussy.
Fussy would be the biggest understatement of the year. I once threw a close to a tantrum because I struck out in pitching machine. And this is how socially unaware I was as a little kid. Like, so I'm throwing a tantrum because I struck out in pitching machine.
Yeah.
And one of my buddies comes up to me. He's like, hey, it's all right, man. I struck out. And I went, yeah, but I don't. Like, you suck.
And you weren't even trying to insult him. You just thought he knew that about himself. You thought you could say that and he'd be like, oh yeah, Daniel is good and I suck.
Like, what a mean thing to say. Like, that is just a terrible human thing to say. And I said that to somebody.
Did your dad punish you for saying that?
He didn't hear me. That was one of the few years that he wasn't my coach in youth baseball. I don't think any coach said that. That's just one of those situations where I repeat it you know, like you think about terrible things you did when in your past,
and you just feel shame.
And it'll just be like the middle of the night, and all of a sudden I'll just remember that comment that I made to some random kid.
I'm really glad to know that I'm not the only one who does that.
Oh, I do it all the time.
Yeah. Like things will just come to me and like I'll physically cringe. Like something will come to me that's a memory of something that I wish I hadn't done, and I'll be like, just physical cringe.
Yes.
I think that's pretty universal.
I do that a lot.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of ways that I know that I'm not like other people, so I appreciate that that's one that we can all share.
By the way, Jack Traxel was a great catcher in youth baseball. Yeah, that's why he said that probably. But also, okay, funny story about Jack. I wonder if Jack even remembers this. This is a weird memory that sticks into my head. This is from like when we were tiny. Like this is like T-ball age. When Jack would run to first base, he would throw his head up in the air like this so that his helmet would fall off while he was running. And I'm 90% sure it was because he wanted it to look like he was really fast. I wonder if Jack remembers that, but that's like
Did you
when
start
we were
doing
like
that also
when we were
so
like
that you would
6
look
or
fast?
7. Yeah.
Like a Josh Naylor thing?
Yeah.
Where the helmet's always flying off?
Dude, that was when we were like
He's the one who can't keep his helmet on, right?
not as JP Crawford.
JP
was-
Crawford
okay.
who Daniel always is annoyed
okay.
at,
Yeah.
but because his helmet's too big.
I thought doesn't Josh Naylor do a thing where his helmet falls off while he's swinging?
Yeah.
Okay, so JP Crawford is while running.
Yeah, but like, dude, you have like whatever size helmet you can pay for. Please tell me that was Derrick Henry. Yes, I got a shot.
You know better than to have videos up while Daniel's trying to do the show. Hey, how's Drake May doing?
My bad.
I'm in a fantasy
I don't know.
like playoff game right now, and I really need Derrick Henry to go off.
Wait, wow. That's a championship semifinal, isn't it?
It is championship semifinal.
It's championship semifinal.
There's another championship semifinal going on between Andrew and me right now.
Wait, is that you?
I am getting smoked.
I didn't realize that was you, or I would have been talking so much.
You didn't
more
realize
trash.
that Javante's Inferno is me?
Dude, that's a killer name. Right
Thank
there.
you.
By the way, the show that Tom
You have
Brady
a 1%
appears
chance
in
to win.
Thanks, buddy.
that he gets cloned it's called Living with Yourself. And it's
Wait, this is a show?
Yeah, there's a
Tom Brady got cloned and he had to live with
It's
himself?
a Paul Rudd show.
I've heard of that.
On Netflix.
I've heard of that.
I've watched I think I watched
I watched some.
a little bit of it, and it was very entertaining, but I don't think I ever finished it.
It's kind of like slow moving and sort of quirky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched some of that too. I like Paul Rudd.
But yeah, basically what happens is like you get cloned and then they like kill the old version of you. And the new version of you basically is like the perfect version of you without all your
There was
injuries.
something
and stuff.
about like a massage parlor in that or something.
Yeah. And that's why they were saying
Yeah.
that Tom Brady keeps playing while he's so old is because he just keeps getting new versions of himself cloned.
It's funny that I mentioned massage parlors while the Patriots are playing. It was an accident. But wait, isn't that why? Okay, so Tom Brady was in that show.
Yeah.
And they had him in front of a massage parlor. I think it was a controversial thing at the time. Yeah, because of the whole Robert Kraft situation.
Right. Good call.
Anyway. What are we going to talk about today?
Dude, I don't know. I'm just stalling. We should
Joseph?
This is an incredibly prepared show.
We should talk about at some point
If you're going to be Stalin, I'll
like,
be Winston Churchill.
kids should stop
Good choice.
write
Thank you.
messages in the bathrooms.
What did you
that,
think I
like,
was going to say?
gets events canceled.
No, I was
Okay.
like... Roosevelt is
What
the
were
other
you guys
option.
talking about? Sorry.
We were on a side quest.
You were on a side quest, and I was just powering through my sentence, not paying attention to what you guys were talking
Well,
about.
if it makes you feel better, I was also not paying attention to your sentence.
Good.
Okay.
We're all, at least we're all on the same page here.
I'm on the same page. Do we want to try and do like a local sports roundup where we just
don't-
like throw some scores out there that we...
I don't think we can do a roundup, but we could talk about some things that happened. I've got some
Okay.
Daily World stuff up.
Yeah, me too.
Montesano boys basketball has started 6-1. They beat WF
Who
West.
did they lose to?
They lost to RA Long.
Oh, yeah. That tracks. That tracks.
Rude.
Yeah. I don't remember the score of that game.
Do we need to know?
No. But and that's right? They lost to R.A. Long, right?
Have they played R.A. Long? Because if they have, then they've lost to
Do you want
R.A.
me to
Long.
look this up?
I'm gonna find it. I'll
Oh,
find it.
Okay, you'll find
No.
it. Okay.
I got
No,
it.
you're
But
supposed to be talking.
well, we will. I'll get back to that because now I feel dumb that I can't remember. But a couple
I know they
wins
were on the schedule.
this week for Montesano because they beat Forks. They also beat WF West.
Monty lost to Black
Black Hills. Black Hills.
Also a good team.
Thank you. Is that Chase?
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Chase knows.
That's why I had a hesitation. I was like, wait a minute. No, it was Aberdeen that lost to R.A. Long. Monty lost to Black Hills. Okay.
Yeah, but I think Monty's got an R.A. Long game on their schedule.
They're playing. I know in the Adna tournament, which is right after Christmas, they're playing against Tumwater. I think it's Tumwater and R.A. Long maybe at that point.
Yeah.
But they've had a great start to the year. Actually, I have their schedule right in front of me. Yeah, R.A. Long on the 29th, Tumwater on the 30th, and then they get into league play. But the big matchup coming up tomorrow is Aberdeen. That's going to be a real fun one. I'm interested to see how that will go. Have some thoughts and opinions on that game, but I haven't seen Aberdeen play this year yet. And so I know that's a very experienced team, a lot of seniors on that team.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see how that matchup shakes out. But the loss to Black Hills was how Monty started the week, and then they beat WF West, and then they beat Forks. So they're 7-1 now.
Dang.
So really good start to the season for Monty. In the WF West game, which I think it's fair to point out, this is not it's not the best WF West team.
Right.
Like they're a little bit down this year. Evergreen 2A. I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago.
I mean, for the main thing, they don't have any Dalens on the team.
Yeah. It's kind of a vulnerable year for the Evergreen 2A. It's a good year for Aberdeen to be good.
Yeah.
Tumwater is good, but they're not unbeatably good.
Right.
And WF West usually really good. They're having a down year. Black Hills this is a very good Black Hills team for their standard, but also not like a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is a good year for Aberdeen to be good because the Evergreen 2A is a little bit vulnerable this year. But I will just shout out a couple guys. So Tarek Gunter, 16 points in that WF West game. Caden Grubb,
Gosh,
15. I
no
broke the no grubs rule. Yeah. Sorry. Mason Fry also 11. Caden had eight rebounds to go along with his 15 points, and Mason had a team high 10 boards to go along with his 11. So that's a good win. I think I don't want to take any steam out of it by saying that WF West is not as good as they have been in previous years.
Right.
But Monty as starting 7-1.
It's good.
That's a pretty big deal. There's only a couple more games. They have 3 more games now before they get into league play. They got Aberdeen and then really tough games. The R.A. Long one, it's that's almost a game that you go into it and it's like, okay, let's come away with some moral victories here. Let's play hard. Let's do things the right way. You're probably not going to come out with a win because R.A. Long is a 2A team that's one of the best, maybe 2 or 3 2A teams in the whole state.
Yeah.
We saw what they did to Aberdeen earlier this year. So that's one where you kind of have to go into it with that mindset. Let's not get discouraged if we lose. Let's just do some positive things along the way. But I think this Bulldog team has been really good. We've gotten pretty much what we expect from Caden Grubb. Sorry. I didn't know if you were going to be mad that I broke the rule again.
Well, you already broke it.
Yeah.
So it's
a lot of double-doubles, big games. Mason Fry has been also putting up double-doubles, big games. Tarek Gunter, nice to see him come out with a game where he leads in scoring with 16 against WF West. They've got a transfer in from, I want to say Oakville. His name's Ryan Weidenman, who's been starting on the team. He's been playing really well.
Okay.
So there's good pieces in place here. There's only a handful of seniors on this team, but they have a ton of experience because the class ahead of them didn't have quite as many guys. In fact, last year's only senior was Caleb Bruland, and he was hurt and he missed basically the whole year.
Yeah.
So you're bringing back a team that's pretty much the same that pretty much the same that you had last year when they won the league title, and you're bringing him back this year. And they've performed, I think, there's a chance that you might have expected that they could have gone through this part of the schedule without a loss. Black Hills, definitely a game they can win, but I think coming away from this with a 7-1 record is a pretty positive result for Monty.
Yeah, absolutely. They're a team that's just filled with athletes. Mm-hmm. And last year, their biggest problem was they would go through long stretches of not being able to put the round thing in the other round thing.
Yeah.
But you would look at them as a team and you'd be like, why are you guys struggling?
Right.
Put the round thing in the other round thing and you'll be great. So it's encouraging to see that they're finding a lot of success early in the season.
And offensively, I'm going to pull up really real quick there. They've been scoring. In previous years, it's been a lot of games where, maybe they win, but they score 51 points or something like that. They've got, they scored 69 against Centralia, 73 against RSB, 66 against Seton Catholic, 57 against Rainier, 54 against Shelton. In the loss to Black Hills, they scored 72. Then the last two wins were 54 and 62. But we kind of talk about, I think it's changed a little bit, because in your day, Daniel, it would have been good offensive teams score 80 or 90 points.
Which is
now,
weird because we didn't have shot clocks.
Yeah.
So
now
weird.
I'd say 60 points is kind of the benchmark of okay, that was a pretty good offensive game. If you score more than 60, if you get over 70, very good offensive game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're right in that range for almost every game they've had so far.
Trying to figure out. So the last Hoquiam game that I could find, because they were I figured we talked about Monty, might as well look through some of the other evergreen 1A teams. And Hoquiam just beat Sultan, but I can't figure out how big of a school Sultan is.
Sultan is the team that Sultan is in a 1A team.
Okay,
yeah.
they are 1A.
That's the team that Peyton's senior year, Monty played against at State.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hate those guys. Well, Hoquiam has not played much this year. They had the Aberdeen game canceled this week, which was a huge bummer. I was excited to cover that one. But some interesting numbers come out of that Sultan game. KJ McCoy with 18 points. That's their quarterback this year, their freshman quarterback. I didn't know he was a basketball player. So, I don't know.
I knew he played because he came up on some of the local sports roundups we had earlier this year, but I didn't.
So, Nemi had 26, McCoy had 18, Bozich with 11, and Maxfield with 10. If they can have three other players in double figures, that would help them so much. But, again, when you look at the matchup, gosh, because I was so excited. I was preparing for the Aberdeen Hoquiam game, and now I have to wait. But, those are two short teams, and I just love the defense of Aberdeen, so that's gonna be tough.
Aberdeen. Speaking of Aberdeen, on Thursday they beat Rochester 57-39 to improve to 3-1 on the season so far. Jacob Cusada, 18 points, 5 boards, 2 steals. Isaac Garcia, 13 points, 11 rebounds, 3 steals, and Zanto Rea,
My guy,
11 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 steals.
6 of them.
So between those three guys, you have 11 steals.
Dude, that's nuts. And so I talked to Coach Brooks a little bit this week. Was it this week? I think it was this week. And he said that, totally nailed it with what they were doing. They just had Zanto cover, a random person, but he just said, hey, anytime you can go steal the ball, do it. So it's anytime someone turned their back on him, he would just go steal the ball. And so it seems like he with 6 steals in this game, they might be using him less on ball like I normally think of him this year, and maybe they're just trusting his instincts and being you just cover some random person and then just go take the ball. And they might be leaning more into Isaac Garcia's on-ball presence. So.
I think that Coach Brooks trusts his guys to freestyle a little bit more than a lot of varsity coaches we've seen in our area. So that would totally line up with his general philosophy from what I've seen.
Right. But that's an excellent game from those 3 guys. And then some kid named Martin scored 4 points.
Is he 6'4"?
Dude, that's what they list him as. Not 6'4".
Luke Martin.
Elma played the Dals That's in team in Oregon.
Yeah.
It's not Dallas, but it is the Dalles, and probably a bigger school is what I'm assuming. Especially since is that a Seaside High School turn? Dude, Seaside basketball tournament. Dude, you want to go off on a tangent on how awesome basketball tournaments in Seaside are?
I almost got ejected from one as a spectator.
Dude, so did my dad.
Yeah. I've definitely told that story before, but
Yeah.
the climax of that story is I asked the referee if the whistle he was wearing around his neck was just for decoration or if he was going to use it.
Yeah.
And then he gave me a look which seemed to indicate you need to calm down.
Dude.
And it was at that point that I decided I could no longer stand on the baseline while I watched basketball games, and I needed to sit in the stands with the normies.
Dude, you can time it right to still get ejected as a fan with the normies. My dad was like, you just have to wait till everybody stops yelling about a bad call and then yell really loudly.
Yeah.
It was an Astoria tournament where my dad almost got ejected.
That's basically Seaside.
It's basically Seaside.
When you play Seaside tournaments,
Yeah.
they sometimes you play your games in Astoria. Like,
we did a whole tournament in Astoria once. Yeah. And my brother was just feeding my dad lines like the whole game, just like needling him with like quiet comments about the officials. And then I got like clobbered out of bounds, and my dad like stood up and said the quiet part very loud.
yeah.
And yeah, he almost got thrown out of that.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. Let's see. The Dalles. They play the Dalles, St. Helens, and Corbett at the Seaside tournament. Lost to the two bigger teams, but blew out Corbett, which is a similar size to Elma. Yeah. So the Dalles one was 72-58. And man, like when you play a team, I was just telling you about a game where when my senior year we played like a 4A school from Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes it's just different. Like unless you're like a state championship level team, you play up that high and you're actually playing a good team from that level. Sometimes like the athletes are just different.
Yeah.
I don't know if this was that case, but
It's like how some of these normal teams must feel playing against Rainier Beach right now.
yes, seriously.
Did you see one? There was a game recently.
But
that
McGaffey still went for 21 in that game, so that's awesome.
Not surprising at all. There was a game recently that the team that was coming to play against Garfield was playing against Rainier Beach.
Yeah.
They forgot their uniforms.
Garfield did
Yes.
on purpose.
No, their like equipment managers forgot to bring their uniforms. So,
Isn't that like their only job?
well, also I was like,
What like
players are usually responsible for bringing their own uniforms.
That's what
so
I was
that
like.
I thought that was odd.
is this a big school thing where you like have
It's a
somebody
3A,
else
so
bring
maybe-
Do they
your
have
uniform?
I
to
don't know.
pay someone to do the laundry?
So they
That
had to
sounds
play the
awesome.
game
Yeah.
in Rainier Beach's away uniforms. So they played against Rainier Beach wearing Rainier Beach uniforms.
How humiliating is that?
That's
How
bad.
much did they lose by?
I'm assuming a lot. I don't know. I'm not sure.
That's harsh.
But also that's kind of a rivalry
I don't think
game, I
you
guess.
could win doing that. That's awful.
Yeah. Also, I don't think Rainier Beach is losing. Like they have two of the best players, if not the two best players in the state right now.
So yeah, and that one McGaffey. Then said. So they ended up losing to St. Helens and beating Corbett. It was that. What Chase told us. I was just reading at the end.
Oh
of that
my
article.
gosh. Rainier, I'm sorry.
What?
Garfield lost to Rainier Beach 106-44
Whoa!
wearing Rainier Beach uniforms.
Ouch!
They were probably about even, like talent wise.
Talent-wise, but the fact that they were wearing those uniforms killed them. Anyway, sorry, Daniel, go ahead.
All right, girls basketball. We're ready to talk about some girls basketball.
Yeah, let's do it.
I was just mentally checking out. Like we talked Monty, we talked a little bit Hoquiam, we talked Aberdeen, Elma. Yeah, let's talk some girls basketball. Hoquiam knocked off Centralia, 63-42. Man, the demise of Centralia athletics
Yeah.
is so crazy.
This says though that Centralia is 6-2.
I wonder who they played.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hoquiam, as you know, if they did well, Aaliyah Kennedy probably did really well. So let's scroll. Yeah, 23 points for Aaliyah. Just another monster game for her. we must have, snubbed her on the Athlete of the Week enough because we didn't actually receive a nomination for her this week. I feel like we've broken down
That front court combo of
Yeah.
Aaliyah Kennedy and Sydney Gordon
Yeah,
in that game scored 41 points combined.
dude.
That's pretty insane. Like those two girls, like they're going to totally control the paint in virtually every game they play.
Absolutely.
If they can stay out of foul trouble,
Yeah. That's the only thing is if they can stay out of foul trouble, then
Yeah.
that'll be awesome. But yeah, they're definitely looking like the team to beat in the Evergreen 1A right now. Because somebody went to Adna. I know it's still painful for you.
we don't need to talk about that. Monty girls, by the way, have started their season 2 and 4, but they did pick up a 36-32 win over Bear Creek on Thursday.
Is it Bear Creek or is it Bear Creek?
Bear Creek.
Oh, okay.
How do you say vehicle?
Vehicle?
Vehicle.
Vehicle.
Okay.
How do you say vehicle?
I say it like that. My wife
What was
says
the other way?
my wife says vehicle.
What?
She really punches the H, and
Ew.
I've been giving her a hard time about it lately, and she pushes back on it. She thinks that vehicle is the right way to say it.
Vehicle?
Yeah.
Is she a big Dakari Hickle fan?
I don't
What's
think
going
so. I don't know if she knows who that is
on?
even.
What do you call like where you set dishes like over there next to the oven? Like what do you call that surface?
The counter?
Okay, but you call it the counter? Okay, now add top to it.
No, the counter.
How do you pronounce countertop?
Countertop.
Oh, so you really punched the T in counter.
There's a T in it,
There's an H in vehicle,
but it's a silent H.
then it's a silent T.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's countertop. There, you don't say the T. You just kind of put in this weird like.
You can't just say that words are silent to make them silent.
You just did it with vehicle.
It actually is a silent H.
No, it's not. Why you just are saying it's a silent H? I'm not even against you on that one, but if you're gonna use that logic, it's countertop. It's not
Countertop?
Yeah, if you emphasize how Northwest people say countertop, they don't
Countertop.
say a T. It's countertop.
You know, I'm
it's really weird. Say countertop. You don't say
I'm thinking
countertop.
about it now. There's zero chance
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
say it, like, naturally.
It's weird. It's one of the weird
It is a
words that-
counter.
Yes, it's a counter.
I would say it's a
Counter.
countertop.
It's a counter.
counter.
Daniel's saying
You're saying
that
counter, like there's no T in it.
There's no T.
Counter.
How Northwest people pronounce a countertop is we don't enunciate the T. And so we say counter.
countertop.
It's like count, and then there's this weird sound. I can't even define the sound that we use instead of the T.
The
It's like
NT
it's like a,
it's like an NT
it's like a
diphthong that-
ner. It's like
Yeah.
a
You're a diphthong.
It's weird. Anyway,
I think I can tell what you're talking about when I'm like thinking about it.
Yeah.
In my brain, I'm not skipping the T.
right, but
Like when you
I
ask me, what did you just say? I'm like countertop.
yeah, but having listened
yeah.
to myself in headphones, like in recordings,
That sounds awful.
you start to pick up some things where you're like, I don't say the T in countertop. And then I've asked many
Countertop.
people, and they're all like, yeah, it's the countertop. Like, I don't say the T. I just say counter.
So,
And I realize it's kind of like maybe it's a Northwest hick.
how do you
type
say
thing.
Montesano?
It's Montesano.
Yeah.
I don't really
I
emphasize
say
that T either.
Montesano.
I think this is where
If I was
this is
doing
where
a
you'll
local sports roundup, I'd say Montesano.
Yeah.
I
I think this is where you'd find some hypocrisy in me wanting to pronounce letters,
yeah.
because when I think about it, 100% of the time I say Montesano. But I think I would be you'd catch me, I'd be very guilty of saying Montesano.
I'd catch you outside.
How about that?
How about that?
So,
What were we talking about?
girls
Oh,
basketball.
Bear Creek. We're talking about Bear Creek. And are a crick and a creek different things in your head? Because to me, they're different things in
A
my
crick
head.
is smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet I think they're spelled the same. Like, I don't think people
Well,
spell...
crick's not a real word.
You know. You say... Wait, no, your
This
wife
is-
says vehicle.
Patrick McManus wrote several stories about cricks and creeks.
Okay.
I believe one of them is, or one of the discussions he has about that is when he's also explaining the difference between a fish pole and a fishing rod.
A fish pole and a fishing rod?
Yeah.
Interesting.
What's a fishpole?
A fish pole is a stick with string on it.
I like it. Yeah.
Isn't that what a fishing rod is?
No, a fishing rod is very expensive, made of graphite, and has
Like
Oh, okay.
eyelets in it.
So that's
Yeah.
the difference. It's the difference between a pole and a rod.
Yeah.
Okay.
a stick and a rod. Yeah.
No.
Chase
a pole,
says-
a stick, a pole, and a
Justin,
rod.
it's entirely
Chase says-
What about a
difference-
staff?
Justin, it's entirely a difference in socioeconomic status.
Okay.
That
There you
is the difference.
Chase says they've lost to 5 bigger schools: Black Hills, Tumwater, Port Angeles, and the 2 in Seaside. All solid teams. It's going to prepare them for league. Absolutely. I think that 1A league is going to be super interesting this year, and I'm really hoping that Montesano just doesn't run away with it.
I'm really hoping that Montesano does run away
I hope
with it.
that your face stops being your face.
Whoa! What would you like it to become?
I don't know.
My shoulder?
That'd be
You
weird.
just have a face on my shoulder?
No, you'd have a shoulder on your face.
They've just switched places. What are you talking about?
Then Nick says Merry Christmas. Oh man, Nick's watching this. Dude, Nick, don't watch this show. Don't.
No, this is good.
Also, Nacelle beat North Beach. We don't need to mention that score. Yeah. Gosh, I almost said McKinley Dalen, but Jilly Dalen had 22 points in that Monty win over Bear Creek. Bear Creek. Do you think they're the Bears?
No.
Dude, what's Bear Creek's mascot?
No, they're not the Bears.
It's a town named Bear Creek?
I think
It's
so.
a high school.
No, I think the
that's why I
town.
was curious because sometimes like North Beach High School.
Hey
is
Siri,
Ocean
what's the
Shores
Bear
High
Creek
School.
High School mascot?
I bet it's like the... What if it's like the Rivers?
The Rivers.
Oh, well, Siri said it's a bear, but then it pulled up Bear Creek, Colorado.
Come on, Siri.
What's the Bear Creek High School in Washington's mascot? Unclear. Oh, wait, it says Grizzlies.
That's better
Yeah.
than
The Bear
Bears.
Creek School.
I like,
Bear Creek-
I
they're the
like
Bear Creek Grizzlies.
Specificity.
Yeah. No, I think that's good. The Bear Creek Grizzlies. That'd be way better than if
Yeah.
they were the Bears.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done, Bear Creek.
Yeah, good job, Bear Creek.
Bear Creek.
Bear Creek.
I feel like we're going to go down to Bear Creek.
Well, in that case, their name would be the Chitwins.
Ah, you mean Donkey Creek. There we go. Also, do we care about Lauren Matlock signing with the Western Washington University?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That's pretty cool. Micah Schroeder also signed
Yeah, you're right.
with
a school
Rocky
I
Mountain.
I couldn't figure out where that school was.
It's in Montana.
Oh.
Hang on a second. I'll pull it up so we can talk about it. That's a big one. He's been getting...
Jake says, what if I told you I'm hoping Elma runs away with it?
Shocking.
Shocking.
So Rocky Mountain College is in Montana. Micah had been getting a whole bunch of offers, like really flowing in from the NAIA and Division III ranks. I don't know details about the offer that he got from this one, but it's an NAIA school. For the uninitiated, the big difference, they're kind of similar levels, D3 and NAIA.
Okay.
But D3 is under NCAA rules, and in Division III they can't give athletic scholarships. NAIA is its own organization, so they can do whatever they want.
Nice.
So NAIA schools
Can do whatever they want?
Yeah, they can even murder people.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That seems
yeah,
inaccurate.
but they can.
Are you sure?
So
Justin just said they could.
yeah.
I heard
So-
it on the internet. A
Seems
guy on a
inaccurate.
podcast said they can do whatever they wanted.
They don't let you put things on the internet if they're not true. So it's definitely true.
We put things on the internet all the time.
Yeah, and we've never said anything that's not true. But the fact that Micah chose NAIA and Rocky Mountain makes me think he probably got a good scholarship. So I'm super happy for him there. It'll be really interesting to follow and see how he does.
Yeah, super excited for him and his next level football playing. Gosh, it's been fun to watch him play over the last 3 years since he starting as a sophomore. N2 Media says Montesano is the minus 450 favorites to win the 1A Evco League.
I'll take $20 on that.
Hashtag don't bet on high school sports.
Yeah. Who's the well? I was gonna say betting favorite to win the MVP. I got a few up at the top.
I think Grubb and Fry and Nemi.
I would go
And
Grubb.
McGaffey.
I would go Grubb.
Grubb, Fry, McGaffey, Nemi.
I would go some combination of Fry, Grubb, and McGaffey have to be the favorites. If it seemed like the hard part for Hoquiam is it's a question mark where they're going to fall in the standings.
Yeah, but
Because it's tough to win MVP if you end up third.
What if you're averaging 30 points a game? And
Yeah.
And I guess the argument against this is a weird conversation. We're just slipping into weird combos here.
This is also kind of general. Like, it's
Yeah,
not necessarily
like
specific.
The argument or the hard part for Grubb and Fry would be they play on the same team.
Yeah, and they play with Tarek Gunter, who's going to lead the team in points sometimes.
Yeah. So, and if you do the stupid like co-MVP
Yeah,
for
I don't
players
like
on the
that.
same team,
Yeah, I don't like that. Pick
don't-
one.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Pick one. And if you're gonna do co-MVPs, they better not play for the same team because then guess what? They're not actually the MVP.
I would just abolish the co-MVP altogether.
I'm
I
down
don't
for
like
that.
it.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I
either.
think if you
Dude,
go to
remember-
league voting and you have a tie for MVP,
Yeah.
then you should re-vote and only allow people to vote for the two players that you had. Like eliminate their because there's only 5 teams in the league.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Remember when Forks was bad and yet they had co-MVPs
Yeah.
both on their team?
Yes.
That was the most bizarre. Like, I want to know what happened in that meeting room.
Yeah, that was weird.
That Forks had co-MVPs and they were like the 4th place team in the league.
Were they 4th?
It was third or it was may have been third.
It was weird.
It was
I remember thinking it was super
stupid.
weird.
Anyway, I mean, they were like the only 2 people who could dribble a basketball and chew gum on the team, but that doesn't mean that you're co-MVPs.
Yeah.
That was an old man dad reference right there. Oh, you can't walk and chew gum at the same time.
Yeah. And they had to walk to school uphill in the snow both ways.
Just wading through piles of sporks.
Yes.
That's what Forks
Dodging vampires and werewolves.
is like. Yeah, never know when they're going to get you.
Yeah.
The officiating helps them out, though.
Yeah, it does. It's, Lewis
dude.
County and Forks.
Lewis County and Forks.
Listen, if you had to live with the vampires, you'd probably give them a break too.
I will also throw in there, since we don't get to talk wrestling that much, but last Saturday, Aberdeen placed 2nd at the Larry Brown Invitational in Fife. Lots of schools there. So,
That's cool.
Well done.
Do we have any individual winners from that?
I'm sure we probably do if
Okay.
I went down and found. Okay, Aberdeen placements 150. Adonis Hammonds took 3rd. 138. Ethan Paris took 5th. 165. Glennie Black took 5th. 132. Jaden Williams took 4th. 285. Landon Hamlin took 1st
Nice.
in the big man weight class.
He's a big boy.
That's impressive. He's a big dude, dude.
I don't
walked
think
by
he's
him at
285 though.
I walked by him at church and I'm just like, whew.
Yeah.
Isn't the
And maybe
that a
285 is
max?
just the
Okay.
heavyweight.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you're over, anyway.
Well, because like Logan Roberts wrestled in 285 last year and he weighed like 245.
Oh man,
Like I think a lot of lighter guys do end up
Gotcha.
doing it.
Ryder Lassard took 1st in the 120, and Sebastian Street took 1st in the 113. So, and
Congrats
then
to all the Bobcat wrestlers.
Elma took 3rd at the Centralia Tiger Classic.
Okay.
Local placements in that one: Aiden Johnson took 2nd, Bryson Crawford took 4th, Lucas Swagger from Raymond South Bend and took 2nd.
Is that Spud?
Is that Spud Swagger? Maybe. Well, it says Lucas, Swagger. It's confusing.
Okay.
Like they both took 2nd? I don't know. Anyway, that's 175 along with Levi Russell at 4th in the 175. Liam McManus took 3rd in the 165, and of course Xavier Espinoza doesn't lose. He
Yeah,
took 1st in the
of course.
132.
State champion. Xavier Espinoza.
Let's see. And then Junior Balagot for Hoquiam took the La Center Wildcats invite. He took 1st in his weight class, which I'm not seeing what weight class it was, but Kingston Case also placed 4th in that one. So, yeah. Girls prep wrestling. Montesano won their own Lady Bulldog Bash. Ashley Ide. Is it Ide? IHDE?
I don't know.
Juliana Smith, Hayden Deniger, Kiara Wisenhunt, and Kylie Geelan won their respective weight classes.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't get to talk wrestling that often.
And we got a lot of really good competitive wrestling around here,
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Grace Harbor, good at wrestling
And
fast
softball.
pitch. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to take a break here in a second, and then on the other side of that, we're going to name a Spivey Athlete of the Week. It might be easy because we only have one nomination, unless there's somebody you want to draw from something else. And then after that, we're going to wrap up the show in the third period of our Obvious Hockey Show.
Obviously.
With some more fun and not a 2-minute drill or a Stump Daniel, because we don't have those segments
What
prepared.
if I do a Stump Justin?
You can if you want to, but
It's
you...
going to be an AI
Is-
Stumps Justin conversation.
Is an AI right off the cuff AI Stump Justin segment likely to stump Justin or Daniel?
Yes.
Or we have Andrew ask AI to create some trivia, and we compete against each other.
Ooh,
In it.
yeah.
Yeah.
We could
Let's
do that.
do it. What's something that's like our wheelhouse for both of us? Like 2001 Mariners?
Yeah.
And like we both have to like buzz in somehow?
Yeah, with buzzers.
Bzz.
Yeah. Or we just... The first person who can slap Andrew.
That
You're
doesn't
closer.
seem- that doesn't seem like a good idea.
All right, but right now we're gonna take a commercial break. Is that what
Yeah,
we're doing?
let's do it.
I was-
Do you have a legal situation and need someone on your side? Let the law office of Jeffrey A. Domashevitz be your advocate. If you've been the victim of medical malpractice, suffered a personal injury, or need representation with real estate law, small business law, or estate planning, let Jeff Domashevitz put his 29 years of experience to work for you. Call Jeff Domashevitz today at 360-612-3991 or visit domashevitzlaw.com. That's DAMASIEWICZLAW.com.
I'm sorry. I just pulled up as I was trying to come up with trivia questions for you. I pulled up X so I could use Grok, and the first thing on my feed said, "You're meeting with your 18-year-old self, and you're allowed 3 words to say. What do you say?" And Andrew tweeted in response, "Everything into Bitcoin." And I bet he would also then follow.
But he bought
up
a
with-
really cool gun with that
yeah,
money.
he bought a cool gun with it. Okay. Thank you to our sponsors.
What would your
We
3
lock
words be?
Everything into Bitcoin. I think that was valid.
That would be life changing.
That'd be generational money.
Yes, I would be close to a billionaire.
If you just would have
If I
kept
had
what
put
if you would have put everything in.
into-
Yeah.
If I would have if I would have put everything into Bitcoin when Bitcoin was like $7 or $8 a Bitcoin.
When you were actually mining for Bitcoin?
Yes.
Thank you again to our sponsors, the law office of Jeffrey A. Domashevitz.
Sorry I interrupted you last time you were talking about the sponsors.
And Spivey Realty Group, the sponsor of our Spivey Athlete of the Week. Athlete. How do you pronounce athlete?
That's athlete. I didn't put an extra letter in it.
Athlete?
Athlete.
I didn't know athlete had 3 syllables. That's amazing.
Amazing. It's like vehicle.
Now Daniel's coming in Angel.
No, she's catching strays.
So do we want to name a Spivey Athlete of the Week then?
I don't know, do we?
Well,
Dude, you look up athlete on Google and it shows you a picture of Usain
Me?
Bolt.
oh, not me.
But that's a
Trathlete.
triathlete.
Yeah.
Does that count? I feel like Google might be off base on that one.
Well, okay, so we've defined what a sport is. Track is not a sport, it's a competitive activity.
Right.
But do you have to be competing in a sport to be considered an athlete? Or can you be competing in an athletic competition and still be I would consider Usain Bolt an athlete.
Yes. I would absolutely agree with that. If it's an athletic activity to participate in it, you are an athlete.
Is
That
Scotty
makes sense.
Scheffler an athlete?
Is golf a sport?
No,
a
it's a-
competitive activity.
it's a competitive
or
activity.
Is it a
Is it
game?
wait, is it a competitive activity or is it an athletic competitive activity? I do think that it's athletic. The swing is intense.
Yeah.
So
Especially
Scotty
Scotty
Scheffler.
Scheffler's swing.
Is John Daly
Have
an
you seen
athlete?
Scotty Scheffler's swing?
Daniel and I have talked about how like the difference between football and rugby is like football's like short sprints with lots of rest.
Yep.
Golf is just even more like that. You swing extremely hard, but then you have like you ride a cart for
They're not allowed to ride carts
so
in
you
professional,
take a
though.
stroll. You
Take
take
a
a
stroll.
stroll for
Yeah,
the
we-
next 5-8 minutes.
You don't even have to carry your own bat.
Yes, that is.
Avery Durr. Hey, we got another nomination. Now we have to make a decision.
It's just
Dang
hard
it,
because
Francis.
it's from Francis, so I like don't want to even count it.
Yeah.
But it's not fair to the athlete.
Yeah.
It's just because it's from Francis. Like I want to be like, nah.
It's catch 22.
Yeah. So our other nomination was for Gage Stutzman from Montesano Wrestling. I think he may have been Athlete of the Week before. If he
Probably.
hasn't, that's probably a disservice to us because he's an incredible wrestler.
Yeah.
He picked up his 100th varsity win and took first place at the Hammerhead, which is it's a huge meet, and it has all classifications, all 1A all the way through 4A, that he's competing against, and he took first in
about-
his weight class there.
2A or 2B and 1B.
I think it's only for the A, or at least. So what we got in the note is that he wrestled kids from classifications 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A
Gotcha.
in winning. So
At the Hammerhead. That's a great name for a wrestling
Yeah.
tournament.
it is. I feel like the Hammerhead comes up every year. I don't remember where it is.
And I feel like I say that every year.
Probably. Yeah.
They should have like a cross country meet called the Grinder. Where like half of it's uphill or something like that. And sand.
Why do you?
Just have kids just dropping like that.
Why do you hate cross
Why?
country kids?
Why do you
Daniel?
need cross country to be more unpleasant than it already is?
Daniel just hates cross country. Wasn't he the one accusing people of sabotaging each other in cross country? Or
Oh,
was
that
he
happens.
just-
that legit happens.
He just
Yeah,
hates,
I did
he's just
that
a
in cross
country
country.
hater.
I was one of these saboteurs. I would sabotage people because I wasn't good at cross country. The one
Classic
year I did
Hargrove behavior. The other nomination that came in is Blurry Letters from Grays Harbor Gubs.
Oh, dude, you can't see, can you?
No, I forgot my
It's
glasses.
Avery Durr.
Okay.
Is it Durr or Durr?
What's-
I don't
how
know
do
why
you
I put
spell
the Durr. Durr. It's probably Durr. I don't know why I put.
To
the
me, it looks
"oor"
like
on it.
oops.
Oops. Avery Oops. No, Avery Durr from
Okay.
Grace Harbor Goals, G14, offensive MVP, and top goal scorer for the fall 2025 season. You know, if he actually would have like given us some like legit information there, I guess
Maybe.
or maybe more detailed information.
Yeah.
Because she could have been the top goal scorer and had like 2 goals for all we know.
Yeah.
Except she plays for the Gulls, and they tend to score a lot of goals. Now I'm just struggling to say goals are goals.
Say countertop.
Countertop. Oh, we just got a picture. She's got medals, so that also, I guess, is proof. She looks like a soccer player.
She looks more athletic than Francis. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
there's no doubt about that.
100%.
But that also, like, a loaf of bread looks more athletic than Francis. A loaf of bread or Nikola Jokic looks more athletic than Francis.
Oh, wait. Top goal scorer. Oh, dang it. This really nice certificate she got doesn't say how many goals she got. Step it up.
Oh, it
Coach
has Daniel Langer on there. Oh, we need to ask Coach Daniel about Avery Durr, and maybe we revisit this at some point. Yeah, offensive MVP, top goal scorer. I'll send a message to Coach Daniel and see if we can get some more information at some point. But for this week,
It's Gage Stutzman.
it's Gage Stutzman. I
Yep.
think it's fair. Like, typically, when I don't know if this is 100% true, but typically when we have found out that
been
a
fairly
wrestler
true.
gets 100 varsity wins,
Is it just because we don't know when else to give them Athlete of the Week?
that definitely helps. Like, for sure, definitely. But also, like, when it first happened a few years ago, I'm trying to remember who the first one was.
Yeah.
Like, Mateo got it. I know Cole Eckerson got it.
Yeah.
But at that point, the Monty wrestling program had been super successful and hadn't had a 100-win wrestler in years.
Right.
And now I feel like we've had a wave of guys, especially from Monty and Elma, who have been able to get 100 wins. It's pretty significant.
Yeah, absolutely. Gage Stutzman, congratulations.
Congratulations on defeating Hammerheads.
Yes. For your 100th win.
Yeah.
Huge accomplishment. You have now peaked or plateaued. We're not sure if we've given you one of these yet, but congratulations. Well done, sir.
Also, hammerheads are one of the very few types of sharks that travel in herds.
Right.
So if you beat one hammerhead, you probably beat multiple hammerheads.
Are they called herds or pods?
I don't know. Pods is dolphins.
And orcas.
But
And whales.
those are mammals.
So that's why I was just
those
like,
are porpoises, though. Like
what
those
is a herd of sharks?
It's probably a school because they're fish.
Oh yeah, that's probably true.
They're not really fish.
They're really fish.
They're fish
Hold up.
adjacent. They're
They
fish
are
adjacent.
fish.
They're
Well,
fish adjacent.
Fish have bones, and sharks only have cartilage.
Wh-
A shiver of sharks.
Oh, that's tough.
dude.
They're not fish though, Andrew.
Okay.
But there's other terms like school or frenzy or even herd have been used. I like shiver best.
Shiver's the best one.
Yeah,
Frenzy's pretty cool.
yeah. That's when they're like
That seems like when they're like feeding.
yeah,
Yeah.
feeding frenzy.
Yeah.
Are sharks fish?
No. Why are we listening to Andrew? What does he know? When has Andrew ever known something that we didn't know? Besides always.
Yeah, they are fish, but they're a special type of cartilage. They have cartilage. That's
Daniel.
why I wondered if they were a different thing.
This is my vindicated
No, they're just
smile.
weird. They're just weird.
You're Daniel.
Sharks are weird fish, apparently.
Your counter argument was enough for me to go, I don't know enough to know for certain.
Okay, just like 2 minutes ago, I said, Andrew, sharks are not fish. And he said, okay.
Okay.
Like, it was so, it was
it
so
was-
dismissive.
It was-
I imagined him shaking the back of his hand at me and being like, I can't deal with you right
Yeah,
now.
this says
I'm not going to waste my time with
they're
this
made of
argument.
cartilage instead of bone, distinguishing them from bony fish like tuna or goldfish.
yeah.
So I thought
Those
that
bony
might have given.
fish.
I thought that might have given them a separate category, but no. It turns
Yeah, they're
out
sharks.
just fish.
Nope, they're still studied by ichthyologists.
Okay, you can't say that. Daniel can't say cartilaginous or whatever it was.
Cartilaginous? I don't know.
Oh, Drake May threw a pick? Dang it.
Did he throw it to Derrick Henry, who then scored
He
a touchdown?
did throw a
'Cause that's
touch-
what I need to happen.
Wait,
What?
no, he passed it. He threw a touchdown to Hunter Henry.
Oh, a different Henry.
I literally was looking at that notification as Daniel said, "Did he throw it to Henry?" And I was like, yes. Oh, wait, that's the wrong team.
Oh, Derrick Henry's having a good game, though. He has 50 yards and a
Oh,
touchdown.
man. Nick is disappointed with me in the chat. He said
What'd he
that was
say?
rough when I said that sharks weren't fish. Now I feel stupid and
Sharks are not
embarrassed.
fish.
And then my nephew, who is using his mom's account, said, "Ooh, nature facts." Yeah, drop a nature fact in there, Logan.
Daniel.
And if you can somehow make us read it in a David Attenborough voice, my nephew does a killer David Attenborough impersonation.
I don't know who that is.
It's the guy who like narrates all the nature shows, like Deep
The
Blue, or
BBC,
like
the
yeah,
BBC nature documentaries.
yeah.
Like the shark propaganda.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, people are like much more likely to get struck by lightning than bit by a shark. And I'm like, okay, how many people? Like, that is the stupid.
Sharks don't actually mean you harm.
Yeah.
No, they just attack you with their sharp teeth to kill you.
Daniel, is your reaction to that because you have zero chance of shark attack if you're not on the coast?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
that
And they're
makes
like,
sense.
oh, you have a 1 in whatever chance to get bitten by a shark while you're alive. And I'm like, yeah, most of the population lives in like Toronto where there's no sharks and there's also lightning.
Well, there's sharks in Toronto.
What?
They have some kind of body of water.
The kind
Yeah,
that
but not with
walks
sharks
on-
in it.
Oh, bodies of water all have sharks in them. I hate to break it to
Well,
you.
apparently if sharks are just fish that bite people, then yeah, I guess so.
Sharks swim upriver. Bull sharks have been found in all kinds of bodies of water that are connected to the ocean.
All kinds of, but still not like in Iowa.
Iowa's just
Or
a hop,
Mississippi.
skip, and a jump from here. You think that they don't have? You think there's no sharks in Iowa? There's sharks in Iowa.
Dude, Iowa
They
just has
probably come
corn
up
and
the
beef.
Missouri or the Mississippi,
Yeah.
or whichever one Ohio has.
The Mighty Mo.
Mighty Mo. I don't even know where to go from here. What are we doing?
I don't know.
This show's been
what
either the
are
worst
you
or the best.
doing, Daniel?
I think we're going to take a commercial break
Yeah.
and we're going to come back for the third period of our obvious hockey show with a completely made up 2-minute drill and you trying to figure out trivia questions for Justin and I.
That's not happening.
Justin
That's a
and me.
real thing. Andrew, you have to do it because I said you were doing it.
We were the object of that sentence, not the subject, so you'd use me instead of I.
Yeah, Daniel.
I don't remember what I did. I don't remember my sentence.
Well, Andrew is the subject of the sentence. He was going to come up with questions for you and
He was
me.
going to, but
We
he's
are the
not
object
going
of the
to.
sentence.
yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say?
You said that. You said Justin and I. And it would be Justin and me.
Yeah, it would be Justin
Yeah.
and me
Yeah.
because I wouldn't say Andrew was going to come up with questions for I.
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
Correct.
Yeah. Dang it.
It's a bad job by you.
Bad job.
Nature
by me.
facts and grammar facts.
My nephew asked if this is still a sports podcast. Today, not really.
Yeah.
Like,
Unprepared.
Also, if you want more grammar facts and punctuation related
Grax.
facts, if you have two independent clauses that you have separated with a coordinating conjunction, you must always separate them with a comma.
what
always.
if you separate them with a vertical space? Just make a new paragraph.
Well, I would put a period and then
Oh,
start a new
okay.
paragraph.
Fair enough.
But
Also,
that would be a horizontal space, wouldn't it?
use the
Yes,
Oxford.
that would. Well, no, I'm talking about separating it with vertical.
Oh,
space.
okay,
Yeah,
I
with
got you.
vertical.
Like if you have a
Yeah.
horizontal line, but it's vertical space in
Yeah,
between.
yeah,
it.
right,
Okay, I
yeah,
got you.
there you go.
I was like,
Yeah.
what if you just put it down further?
Also, use Oxford commas.
Yeah. They
Come on.
don't take up much space, and they almost always increase clarity. Like,
Yes.
there's no reason to not use an Oxford comma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it through your heads, AP.
And stop ending your sentences with a preposition at.
I'm really bad at that. At. Where's that at? Even questions? Is
Yeah.
a question a sentence? I'm just kidding. I know it's.
It's an imperative sentence, yeah.
I think my
Stop
most
using fancy
egregious-
words.
I think my most egregious grammar error that I just refuse to give up is saying those ones instead of like those.
Yeah, why would you do that?
No, it just happens.
See, to me, like, that thing that you just did, those ones, and, like, the one that really grinds my gears, the one that I really don't like is where is that at? It drives me nuts.
Where's that at? Dude, you
Where
must.
is that at?
I'm surprised you haven't punched me in my face. I say that all the time, I feel like.
You say it less than other people in my life.
Wow.
Like, it's so widely said. People around here say, where's that at? More often than they say, where is that?
Weird.
Yeah.
Where's that?
You know what drives me nuts? You know what grinds my gears?
Tell me.
Since we're just on this right
Yeah.
now. People using acronyms, even though it makes it, like, if you say it out loud, it's longer than just saying the words.
Okay.
Example being gunshot wound and GSW.
Yeah.
GSW.
If you watch any hospital show, they're always like, oh, this guy's got a GSW to the chest. And I'm like, you just added extra time saying it that way. And saying, instead of saying gunshot wound, which is 3 syllables,
Yeah.
you said gunshot W, 5 syllables. You're the worst.
Yeah. Agreed.
I don't know why, but that bothers me
Yeah.
really bad.
I'm with you.
that has
Because
to
how
be
do you know if they
because
mean gunshot wound or Golden State Warriors also?
Right. What if they
That-
just...
that has to actually make sense though, because they're optimizing for forms, not for
Right.
verbal communication.
Yeah.
Like, so it totally, I understand how that is happening,
But stop
but it doesn't make sense. You're right.
Exactly. And if you want, shorten it to GS Dub.
Yeah.
He's got a GS Dub
Yeah.
right in his
He's
ab.
been shot.
He's been shot. That's the most efficient way to do it, I think.
Where was he shot at?
Okay. All right. I think we need a commercial break. I think we need to go. I need to take a deep breath and deal with all of the grammatical errors that people in this region of the country in which I live are committing on a regular basis. But before we do that, let's take a quick commercial break.
At.
Spivey Realty Group's goal is to make buying, selling, investing, and renting real estate in Grace Harbor simple. They believe in 100% transparency and unparalleled communication with local expertise, tech-enhanced, and top-notch service for their friends, neighbors, and community. Their goal is simple: get a group of strong-willed, hard-working people together who want to make a difference in Grace Harbor and to use real estate as the means of achieving that. Voted Grace Harbor's best real estate company. Find them on Facebook or visit graceharborrealestate.com. Spivey Realty Group, elevating small town real estate.
Welcome back to the Scrimmage. I am Justin Damashevitz, my co-host Daniel Hargrove here with me, as well as our trusty producer Andrew Gross. We are brought to you by Spivey Realty Group and the law office of Jeffrey A. Damashevitz, no relation.
What's the A stand for?
Very good, thank you. I am just looking at NFL scores from this week. Andrew, did you know the Saints beat the Jets?
I did not know that.
Not a surprise the Jets lost. Also, the Bills beat the Browns, but only by 3.
Yeah.
That feels surprising. Chargers.
Justin,
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
This is our fantasy score.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I don't want to talk about
you
this.
You currently have 1% chance to win.
What?
But
Still got
you
a percent
have
chance?
98.5 points, and all of your players have finished playing. And I have 132.1 points, and I still have my quarterback to play on Monday night.
This is why we can't trust AI.
So you could lose if my quarterback, Brock Purdy, manages to lose 34 points.
Yeah, this is why we can't trust AI. Like, it needs to know that my chances are 0.
Right.
Or, like, if there's a microscopic chance that Brock Purdy could throw 20 interceptions, it would be a 0.00000000001% chance.
On the other hand, if Drake May scores 30 points, I will still lose my other game.
Well, if he starts throwing to Stephon Diggs, that would
Andrew,
definitely make me happy.
that's in the Keeper League. Andrew,
be
can we
better
make a
if he-
trade? Because the only reason I don't have Drake May in that league is because I forgot about the draft.
So you would think that the best quarterback on my team would be Lamar Jackson, but he only scored 2 points today.
You and I need to work
Dude,
out.
he only scored 2 points too?
Yeah.
Jordan Love scored 2.78 points for me, which more than doubled the output of the quarterback I was playing against, which was Jackson Dart, who scored 1.02 points.
So-
and I still cannot figure out why anybody in their right mind started Jackson Dart.
Justin, I have not fully explored this, but I will say it's going to be harder to get Drake May from me than it would have been at the beginning of the season.
I know.
because he is my quarterback now.
I will give you Jalen Hurts and any player on my roster not named Ashton Genty.
That's
I'm
exactly who
open-
Andrew wants.
And Christian McCaffrey.
I'm open to considering this after the season.
I'll give you Bo Nix.
Again,
What about
to,
Joe
Open
Nix?
to considering this after the season.
I'll throw in the New England defense.
Is that good?
I mean, as defenses go, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just. It's the one thing that. So I knew that draft was happening, and I just spaced it. And I had one objective in that draft, which was to
both
get Drake
auto-drafted.
May.
Yeah.
We both auto-drafted. Andrew ended up with Drake May. And at the beginning of the season, you wouldn't have thought Drake May would be a hot commodity.
Yeah.
I would be the only one who would be
could've-
drafting
So
him.
why didn't you try and
If-
trade for him at the beginning of the
He-
season?
He mentioned it, but he never brought it up again.
never proposed
and
a trade.
I never thought about it
So
either.
it turns out that Justin legitimately doesn't care about Drake May. He didn't even offer a trade.
I care so much about Drake May.
I can tell. You didn't even press 2 buttons to send a trade to Andrew.
I had
for
to
him.
take care of my chickens. And like Marshawn Lynch said, take care of your chicken.
That's chickens.
chickens and choppers.
And
Sorry.
your mentals.
Go
And your
look up-
mentals.
Go look
Take
up.
care of your chicken and your mentals.
And your mentals. Go look up Cows with Guns. It's a hilarious cartoon about a cow revolution.
I'm just really
It's
aggrieved.
a hilarious
right
vegan
now.
cartoon.
Yes, it is very vegan propaganda. Yeah. Talking about fantasy, this has definitely been my experience with fantasy recently. Somehow, my team does really well through the regular season. I'll get a bye, and then the team decides to suck the week after the bye when I'm actually playing. My kicker
Luckily-
last
Well,
week.
they're rusty.
my
They didn't
kicker
have
last-
that week to play.
Yeah.
My kicker last week scored 24 points.
Myers?
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
2 points this week. Because guess what? The Seahawks got down by so much they had to start going for 2 every time, so I didn't even get extra points from the dude.
Losers.
That was a sick game. But
mean,
the whole time I'm going, great.
Great.
They're down by 16. My
Great.
quarterback's not kicking.
In our keeper league, I'm in a consolation game against my dad.
Do people pay attention to those?
I didn't even set my lineup.
I didn't either.
The final score is 142 to 131. This is a
Whoa!
league where like the average score is like 95.
That's
you're
nuts.
You guys will both be like better than anyone else.
Exactly.
That's wild.
Actually, I should look at that. In the championship semifinal games, the winning teams scored 125 and 106. Oh wait, one of them still has a player left.
I was gonna say the one I'm playing still is estimated to get 120.
They're both projected for 125. So in our consolation game, we both outscored that, and another person in a consolation semifinal had 149. Fantasy football is weird,
It
bro.
is weird.
It's weird.
Weird.
One of our teams in our league is named the K-pop Devon Hunters.
I was just going to read that.
That's pretty funny.
A good name.
That's a good name.
What are we doing?
I don't want to talk about fantasy football anymore. It's making me depressed.
I still have a shot, but I think it's AI saying that I have a shot more than I actually have a shot.
It's that 1% that Justin has.
No, well, it says I have a 53% chance of winning,
Oh, that's
but I'm
more than
down
half.
55 to 93, and I have 3 players playing right now. And I need them all to like do really well. But the thing is, they all did well in the first quarter and then haven't done anything since.
Oh, so the projections
So the
all
projection-
popped up high.
Exactly. The projections are all like really high, but really they all just had like decent first quarters. Like Derrick Henry scored on the first drive.
Yeah.
And so they're like, Derrick Henry's going to have a monster game.
We thought he was going to get a touchdown, but he already got a touchdown, so he's probably going to get 2.
Yep, exactly. How about that Seahawks game, though, Andrew? You listened to it?
Yeah, I was listening. I was.
Did Vrabel's voice hold up?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Like it was.
I've heard a couple of highlights from him this year, and I'm like, oh, man.
I will say,
Vrabes is losing a step. It's reminded me of Niehaus down the stretch, man.
watching there was a, did I send it to you guys or not? I don't. There was a video of him calling the end of the game, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, he looks old.
Yeah. he
Like
looks
I don't
really old.
I don't think of him as looking that old.
Like seeing Rick Riz now.
Yeah, actually, yes.
Yeah.
I've had that thought about Rick Riz also.
Yeah.
In the last.
Because when I
couple
picture
years.
Rick Riz, it's 01 Rick Riz.
Yeah.
And so when I see the videos of him doing calls in the booth, I'm like, oh man, that makes me feel old seeing
Right.
how old he looks.
Yeah. Remember when I met Steve Vrabel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were like,
I was hoping
hey,
you wouldn't-
buddy,
I was hoping you
I
wouldn't.
broadcasted a high school football game. Listen to this call I made, and you played
Actually-
it for him.
It was even worse than that. Because I wasn't at the game. It was Ian's call of the game.
That's right.
I was like, my friend broadcasted this football game. It was the Kyler Pranny touchdown, by the way.
Yeah.
So Kyler Pranny, Steve Rabel heard the call.
Kyler
of your
Pranty.
touchdown.
Pranty.
Pranny. Kyler, see? I do it with all NTs, apparently. Kyler Pranny.
Oh, I just
not
kicked
Pranty.
Pax in the face.
Wow, what a jerk. Sorry, buddy. Pax has been looking forward to you coming over for a week. And what do? You kick him in the face.
Andrew, don't move a wheel on your chair
be
because his
fair-
ear is right behind you.
To be fair to Justin, Pax put his face there, directly in front of his foot,
I'm good with it.
All right.
and he still wants attention.
Andrew, did you ask AI for
I did
trivia
not.
questions? Gosh dang it.
But you didn't even tell me what kind of
You
trivia
had one job.
questions.
I said 2001 Mariners trivia questions.
One job. Like,
Like he's
just
not
said
doing.
that to Andrew.
doing
Your
6
one job is to set up everything with the technology, create the podcast, produce the podcast, and also create trivia for us.
Yeah.
Your one job.
It says one
And
job.
also, like, wrangle us so that we don't get arrested for something that we say.
He hasn't wrangled us one bit today. If we ever needed wrangling, it was today.
No, the thing is, you don't realize when the wrangling is happening. He's so good at it; it's so subtle. But
Why are you
imagine
sucking up,
all the
Justin?
things that we would say if Andrew wasn't wrangling us.
Okay, well, I asked Grok to give me 10 2001 Mariners trivia questions. I will ask them. I have not read these yet. This is what you
see
want
it.
to do?
I'm trying to block Daniel
It's
from
either
being
that
able to see.
or shark.
No,
Oh,
I'm trying to
that's what
block
you're trying
you
to do.
from
I
being
was
able to
really-
see the computer.
You had a Mariners cup, and so I
Yeah.
was like, "Are you
No,
just
I
showing
saw
me the
you
Mariners?
looking at Andrew's computer trying to get the answers.
I do have good eyesight.
Yeah, I know. I have crappy eyesight. So
Okay, I
from
was-
here, I can't read Andrew's computer. But from there, you can.
I will stop looking at Andrew.
Okay. Mavis, chill.
Okay.
Mavis, jeez.
Well, you should get this one right.
All right, well-
how many games did the 2001 Seattle Mariners win during the regular season?
116.
Oh. Wait, how are we? Wait,
I win.
Are you keeping score?
Yep,
This
1 to
is-
nothing.
this is
how
your
are we
guys'.
buzzing in?
1-0.
Is it just whoever says the answer first?
After he's completely finished asking the question.
He has to completely finish.
Yeah, it's been obvious. Like, where have you been?
Son of a biscuit maker. All right, I'll give you that first one,
Thank
and
you.
we'll go for it.
Which team set the previous American League single-season wins record that the 2001 Mariners surpassed?
Yankees.
What Yankees?
New York Yankees?
What year?
Brooklyn Yankees?
What year did they?
1928.
No.
I should get a half point for getting Yankees.
1922.
No, it's
No.
1985.
1945,
Because the
1955, 1956, 1957, 1958, 1959,
You guys are
1960,
really bad at-
1980.
You guys have no idea.
No.
Russians- No, we don't have any idea.
1998 New
Oh,
York
oh.
Yankees. And that's why I thought you guys should. We were all alive for that.
I said Yankees, though. I get a point. 2-0.
What?
You get a quarter point.
1.25 to
I'm
0.
not keeping track of the score.
I will.
I always trust
Unless
Daniel
I'm
to keep
losing,
track
then
of
I'll
the
stop.
score because Daniel is so
Score-oriented.
Daniel is so no, he is so fairness oriented
No.
that he will not mess up the count in his favor.
It's true.
No, I don't agree.
Never done that
No.
before in my life.
Number 3, who was the rookie outfielder who joined the Mariners from Japan in 2001 and won both AL Rookie of the Year and MVP?
Ichiro Suzuki! Did I get it?
I think we both finished saying that at the exact same time. With the exact same tenor and everything. I think that's a half point to both.
And we held hands.
You held my hand,
weird.
which is weird. Why did you hold my hand? And you stole my baseball!
I was trying to intimidate you. Hey, I'll hold the baseball. You hold a softball.
Throw
All
the
right.
softball off your head.
Question number 4. Who managed the 2001 Mariners and was named the AL manager of the year?
You Vanilla! Ah, you beat me on that one. Dang it.
I don't know how else to make these entertaining when everyone knows the answers.
We didn't know the answer of that one stupid Yankee question.
I like that one. That was good.
I got 0.25 points for that. That might end up being the difference in the game.
Wait, did I win that last one?
Yeah.
So it's
1 to 1.25.
so on the one we tied, we're just going no points.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, that's an easier way to do it than
Yeah.
giving us each a half
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Okay.
I like
Wait,
that
no, let's
point.
do the half point. 1.5 to 1.75.
Okay.
Okay.
Both make us sound.
That's not confusing at all.
Nope.
In what round of the 2001 playoffs were the Mariners eliminated and by which team?
ALCS Yankees.
Dang
I got that one.
Justin got that one, yeah.
So I have 2.75, and you have 1.2. 1.5.
1.5.
I already got lost
Oh,
on the
this
score.
is... So I'm just doing this. I feel like this question could have been a fun question, but it told you the answer at the beginning of the question. Okay. Which second baseman had a breakout year in 2001, hitting 37 home runs and driving in 141 RBIs?
Brett Boone.
For the Mariners.
Brett Boone. Dang it.
2.5 because you jumped the gun.
It was Andrew's fault. He leaves these big pauses in the question. What am I supposed to do? Just ignore it?
Be patient.
How did you know to wait?
I don't know, actually. I thought you won, and then he kept talking, and I was like, yes!
I think I'm still up by 0.25.
You are.
Okay.
Ooh, an actual pencil.
Question 7. Where was the 2001 MLB All-Star Game hosted with the Mariners sending a franchise record 8 players?
Safeco Field.
In Seattle.
That's a tie.
Now T-Mobile Park.
Now
it pointed out.
That was a tie. All right. 3.25 to 3.
Okay.
This is why when you want to do something like this with AI, you don't tell it give me 10 questions.
This is perfect. What are you talking about?
I want to create a list of 10 questions. Let's go through it one by one.
Okay.
I'm having so much fun right now.
So you get you get questions like this. What dramatic comeback did the Cleveland Indians pull off against the Mariners on August 5th, 2001, overcoming a 12-run deficit?
The victory, the win that they got.
They came back.
What was the comeback?
14 to 12, 14 to 13.
They came back and won by some
10 to
points.
9. What was it?
Again, this is a bad question.
Yeah, I remember this game actually.
Let me know if you want me to tell you the answer. I will reread the question.
I just want to know what AI says the answer
No,
is.
reread the question.
What dramatic comeback did the Cleveland Indians pull off against the Mariners on August 5th, 2001, overcoming a 12-run deficit?
Yeah, so this one, I remember this game. I think it was 12 to 1 at one point, and then it was like 15 to 3.
It probably was at some point.
And then they won like 17 to 16.
That's not the question. That's not the answer. No.
Okay.
You want the answer now?
Yeah, give me the answer.
I can't say the answer because I read it. I looked over there.
What is wrong with you?
I know, I'm a cheater. But at least I didn't.
Did you read the other ones?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
They came back from 14 to 2 down
and they won
to
15
win
to 14.
15 to 14 in 11 innings.
That was pretty close to what I said.
It was.
It was pretty close to what you've said. I do believe that you
I do remember
it.
that game.
It's
they had
it's
two.
a horrible question though. You would never allow that question because that doesn't make sense.
There was 2 games that the Mariners got out to like a giant lead in this like same area of the season. They got out to giant leads and then blew them.
Because they didn't know how to deal with adversity,
Yeah,
obviously.
exactly. Yeah.
Which veteran designated hitter and fan favorite for the Mariners was a key part of the 2001 lineup alongside Ichiro and Boone?
Edgar Martinez. I won that.
You are correct.
I got that.
Are you sure?
We could split it. We could split it.
No, I think you did get it.
Okay.
Which I think gives you the victory unless I can get a bonus
These are
0.25 points in the last one.
Question 10, the last question. Who was the Mariners' closer in 2001, earning 45 saves and coming over from Japan the previous year?
Kazuhiro Sasaki.
Oh, I got that one.
You did get that one. He got the Sasaki out before I did. I stumbled on Kazuhiro.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, my accent just leaves out certain syllables. So that's good.
It's efficient.
Is that the end?
Yeah, those are the 10 questions.
Did I win by 0.25?
You won by 0.25.
So the fractional points that I got did end up being the difference in
Why
the game.
did you get the extra 0.25?
Who remembers? It was so long ago.
Wait, why did Justin get the extra 0.25?
I don't know.
Wait
you
a
guys
second.
were keeping track of the score.
I might want to dispute
He gave me a quarter point for something.
Oh, no, you gave yourself a quarter point for saying the Yankees.
Oh, I said I get the point. Andrew said I get a quarter point.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So the producer has spoken. I win. You lose.
He wins by a quarter point instead of a full point,
Suck
thanks
it.
to me. So
Fine.
That was so much fun.
No.
Can we do that every show?
Right.
But like pick a different pick the same topic. I want to do 2001 Mariners trivia every show.
Right.
Andrew, new assignment. Every single show,
I already
Daniel
told him those were way too easy. Make them harder.
Oh, so are we going again?
next
Do you
week,
want to?
right now,
we can do it next week.
next week, right
Will
now.
you actually remember to do it next week?
Well, we're
I
probably
know
going to
the
take
answer
next
to
week
the
off,
first
though.
one.
Oh, we will take next week off.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, round 2. Fight.
Wait, you want to do it?
I don't know.
Wait, you want to do it right now?
I guess we should probably go home.
Yeah, we should probably go home. Let's do it the first show that we come back
Okay,
after the break.
sounds
Alright.
good.
So it'll be the first show of January.
Wait, we're not doing a show next week?
I don't think we usually take the week between Christmas and New Year's off.
Gotcha. We just take lots of weeks off nowadays, so
Remember when we went like
These are better.
3 years where we were so proud that we never took a single week off?
we didn't because we were like a proper radio show and we didn't have a choice.
We had a choice. We
we
weren't getting
didn't.
paid. So we had a choice. The choice was to not do it.
Yeah, that's a good point. So true. So
Remember
true,
though,
King.
there was one Easter that I told you guys, like, hey, I'm sorry, I got to bail.
Right.
And so you guys, the two of you thought, oh, let's just put together a best of show.
Right.
And
like,
then
that
you
would
spent
be easier.
then you spent like 6 hours going through and pulling clips and creating a best of show, and it was way more work than a normal show.
way more work.
Andrew,
was
do you
fun,
remember
though.
that?
I do remember that.
It was fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what our best of show would look like now.
We should-
I would
It'd be fun to go back and find that best of show.
I would much rather listen to a worst of show. Like all the times we mess up the most and have the worst takes. Hey, Chase and Francis, can you guys go through all of our clips and send us what you think is our worst stuff? And then we'll put together a worst of show.
Yeah. It's a good call.
Because like for me, it would be hard to
Like
do a best of.
Is how not to land a rocket.
It would be really hard for me to do a best of because everything I say is amazing. So
Yeah.
like, how do I choose what's
That'll
the
be,
best?
That'll be rough. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Tough job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be tough for everyone.
That's for sure.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
I have to listen to your voice for an hour.
Okay.
Gross.
No, gross.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. Gross.
Ew.
Ew.
Anyway, I think that's going to do it for our show today.
Is it? Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Hey, kids, stop writing things in bathrooms
Yeah.
Kidding.
that are getting things canceled.
On a serious note, like literally, legitimately, please stop doing that.
Stop that. It's the worst.
It's bad.
Yeah. That said, that's going to do it for our show today.
Yeah.
For my co-host, Justin, the grumpy person not wearing a costume at a costume party.
And my co-host, Daniel, I don't know anything about the 2001 Seattle Mariners, Hargrove.
0.25 points, dang
Because
it.
you lost the trivia contest.
And our trusty producer, Andrew, not gross, not gross,
Gross?
not
Gross or not gross?
gross.
Gross.
You've been like gross.
You've been listening to
To the
gross.
Scrimmage.
Gross.
Cartigulous. Nope, that's not the word. It's cartilaginous.
Cartilaginous.
Can you read that word? Like legitimately. Look at that word. Try and read it.
We're still live.
Cartilaginous.
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 That's.
Yeah.
It took you 2 tries.
Yeah, cartilaginous.
Took you 2 tries.
You had like 15 and you didn't
Shut
get it. Also, we don't know that I pronounced it right.
I'm going.
Let's just go with it.